Hello my darlings, hope you're all doing well. Blushly here. Welcome to this reading where we're going to be taking a look at your life in 6 months from now. It's a timeless reading whenever it finds you. That's the exact right time. I wanted to associate this reading with growth, so I have 3 little plans for you as options to choose from today. This is option number 1, option number 2, and option number 3. See which one you're most drawn to, and don't overthink it, and let's go ahead and get started. My lovely option number 1, and welcome to your reading, guys. If you were drawn to this particular plant, welcome to your reading. Get comfy. Let's go ahead and get started. So at first I want to do a little bit of an energy check-in, just so you guys can make sure that you chose the right option. And then we'll see where your life takes you in 6 months, where you are, who you're with, how you're feeling. Straight away, option number 1, I can already feel like you have a lot of regrets. As soon as I started shuffling the cards, there's this energy where you think that you wish, rather, that you could have done a lot of things differently. And here's the card of regret, literally. Literally the card of regret. The card of remorse. Feeling like you haven't achieved something, or that you needed to choose a different path. At this particular moment, you might not be in a good mood. Some of you might be a little bit hangover, or just feeling under the weather. Might be quite sensitive to the changes in the weather, the pressure, the rainy days. And because I'm already doing this in September, you might be somebody who's very sensitive to the changes of seasons. Yeah, the sad thing. Sixes. Some of you might have had to change locations. It feels like maybe a certain trip that you were supposed to go on didn't go as planned, or it had to be cancelled or postponed. For some of you, there's an energy of having to go somewhere with a lot of expectations, and then you went there, and then you went like, what the hell is going on? So you invested in some sort of trip, maybe a relocation, maybe a change of some sort, and it didn't go according to plan. The expectations are clashing with realities, and you might be thinking of walking away. This could be about a relationship as well, but for the majority of you, what I'm seeing, it's mostly about a decision that you made that you're now disappointed in, a place that you're disappointed in, a career, an investment. Something didn't work out over here. And at this particular time, you might be at a crossroad, choosing where to go next, what to do. Maybe looking at certain locations, certain countries, certain jobs. Trying to figure things out. You might have difficulties getting hold of your money, or you're worried about money over here. Things might have had, kind of feels like things became more expensive, or there were like unexpected expenses. If that sounds like you, keep on watching. Let's go ahead and check your life out in the next 6 months. So 6 months from now, show me how you're feeling, where you are, what you're up to. Okay, so you got the card of the 3 to 6 months, so that's already good. So what I'm seeing is at this particular moment, there are loads of limitations. And it feels like you're saying to yourself, you know what, take a chance. There's some sort of wish that's going to be granted, especially when it has something to do with liberation. You're no longer under the pressure and within the constraints of something. You might have been having to hold your excuse my French, your shit together. But it was an incredibly difficult task, and it is an incredibly difficult task. But there are loads of restrictions, and this could be talking about, a job where you have to dress up a certain way, or you had to follow the societal norms when it comes to presenting yourself, behaving a certain way. And they're telling me within the next 6 months, there's going to be an opportunity, a shot that you're going to most likely take, because in 6 months you're more relaxed, you're more chilled out. For some of you, what I'm seeing is that there's a huge self-esteem issue that might have something to do with your body, and it was a very deep-seated thing where you were told you had to look a certain way. Some of you are going through the changes that are happening as we age. But in the next 6 months, they're telling me that you changed the location, you changed the environment. You're now in a different environment where you don't have to be pretending that you're somebody else. Where you're more chilled out, you're more relaxed. Maybe your hairstyle is different, the way that you behave is different. You're more laid back. A specific message for those of you, my darlings, who have been working on some sort of jewelry or clothing, or you're somehow associated with it, and it wasn't working. They're telling me that you changed a little bit the variety or something along the lines, like you took some sort of risk, you thought outside of the box, and now you're kind of seeing the results of it, the positive results. That's just a very specific message for those of you who need to hear it. Yeah, they're telling me that you left. Something came to an end over here. For some of you, you might be moving to a different state, to a different country. It's over. Something is done. They're telling me in 6 months you are slowly but surely finding yourself in a new community. You went in a new direction. You're telling yourself right now not to look back at the past, not to drown yourself in the energy of remorse, of regret. You did what you had to do with what you had at that point. With the tools that you had, with the knowledge that you had, that's cool. There's also somebody who disappointed you, but you don't even want to talk about this person, so we're not going to go there. But you're definitely finding yourself in a much more supportive environment, for sure. If you have children over here, because someone came through with a child over here, you might have one child, 2 children. There's an energy of a better connection and your children being happier as well. Also, a specific message for those of whom it's going to resonate with. There's someone from your childhood, maybe a friend or a frenemy. This could even be a close relative. You know that person does not have your best interest at heart. You're telling yourself that in 6 months you're seeing it even more clearly. You're no longer communicating with this person. And you've built up kind of like a wall. Maybe that's the person that they're talking about, somebody you spent a long time with and you consider to be very close. For some of you it's a relationship, for some of you it's a friendship. But you're finally seeing that this person did betray you. Even though you might have been gaslit into thinking that you made it all up or you misunderstood something. No. Here in the 6 months, you are completely sure that this person stabbed you in the back, that this person... And one of the reasons they're saying is that you didn't want to believe it because you would have never done something like this. So it was difficult for you to even understand how somebody can go into this energy and do something that they did. So yeah, okay. Let me see what else comes through. They're telling me that you've done something, you've put something to rest over here. You've been sacrificing. There's lots of sacrificial energy that's coming through. Sacrificing your plans, your happiness. for something or for someone. They're telling me in the 6th month, you're going to start putting yourself first. And it's as if for some of you there's a special cause. For some of you it might be, this could be different things. I'm not going to go too much into it. But what I'm seeing is that it's very authentic to you. And you found a place, you found something that you're telling yourself. You're like, I took a chance, I took that quick action. And there's the card of money, of the jackpot, of success, of good fortune. So it's kind of like you're telling yourself, take a risk, take that uncomfortable corset off in which you can't breathe, and do something. So it's kind of like you've done something daring. You went for it. You took a shot. You took a chance. And it brings you a lot of prosperity over here. Even if right now you think it's impossible to maybe get a house or get a car or whatnot, they're saying in 6 months it's becoming much more possible than before. You're starting to accumulate wealth. You're meeting people that are giving you a lot of insights on how to make your money work. Where to invest, where not to invest. And if you're working for yourself, or you will decide to work for yourself, I'm definitely seeing that you're going to take calculated risks, and for the majority of you, it's going to pay off. Because I'm definitely seeing this energy of being able to be self-reliant. Look at this, beautiful. Yeah, maybe mentoring for some of you. If this is something that sounds like something that you're interested in, something that's resonating with your beautiful soul, you could be a very good mentor and earn good money from it. Because you're feeling much freer, much more capable. And it's changing. It's changing. Even right now, you feel that something is changing. Yeah. For some of you, it might have something to do with public speaking, with putting yourself out there on the internet, broadcasting something. Some of you might become, a journalist or a famous podcaster. Social media is coming through. They're saying, yeah, very likely. Something that's very likely. Okay, let me see if they're going to say anything that has to do with your love life. Because for now they're talking about career, education. I want to see if they want to mention anything when it comes to your love life. Are you dealing with a man-child over here? What's happening? They're saying that, okay, let's put it that way. If you're single, within the next 6 months, they're telling me that you're interacting with quite a few people. I'm getting Sagittarius energy, Gemini energy, Capricorn energy is coming through quite strongly, Libra and Aquarius. So there is some sort of passion. There's some sort of, I'm saying, like there is some sort of connection that's going on. I don't see it being completely stable, as in you're telling yourself, you know what, I'm in a relationship, I'm going to get married, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't see that, but I'm definitely seeing you exploring, communicating. There's definitely the energy of passion. So you could be, in that period of maybe dating somebody where you are also deciding whether you want a serious relationship with this man or woman. But I'm seeing that you're having fun. It has a lot to do with sensuality. It has a lot to do with the beautiful energy of creativity. If you are with someone at this particular time, this is the energy of, again, maybe planning children with this particular person if you do want children. But they're saying either way, look at this, for quite a few of you within this 6 months, there is some sort of important connection. Romance, we've got the soulmates, we've got uncommon bond. For some of you, this could be an indication of a bond with somebody from a different background. Somebody with a different education, maybe a different language. But I see for some of you that this could be an energy of, turning your friend friend into a lover, a connection, growing from a friendship into something much more. But I like this card. But it is more towards the end of the 6 months period. So yeah, overall, guys, you know what? I want to say you packed your bags, you went and you did whatever it is that you had to do. And the love is being shown over here for sure. Good thing I asked, right? All right, my lovely option number 1. That's what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're up for a personal read, all you have to do is send me an email. The email is in the description box below this reading. Check my Patreon page out as well for over 200 exclusive videos, ad-free content, additional discounts on personal readings, and much, much more. Alright guys, take care now. Bye. My lovely option number 2. If you were drawn to this little plant, and welcome to your reading. Get comfy, let's go ahead and get started. A little bit of an energy check-in before we take a look at your life in 6 months, so you guys can make sure that you chose the right option. Okay, show me your energy at this particular time. Ooh, are some of you literally expecting? Okay, some of you might be expecting a baby. Some of you might be expecting some sort of, you feel it, something is being born, a newer version of you, an updated version of you. A lot of you have been doing a massive amount of work with your inner child. You've learned to be much more compassionate with yourselves, much more loving with yourself. You dedicate more time to self-care. Some people might have even started calling you a little bit selfish and self-centered, but you've been comfortable for a lot of people for so long, and you've been dedicated to a lot of people for so long. Now you're focusing more on yourself. For quite a few of you, I see that you're also planning things that have to do with creating, for some of you, generational wealth. For some of you, some sort of investment. Another thing that's coming through, you might have become much more interested in maybe growing your own vegetables, growing plants, tending to your plants, and plants. Plants and plants. Yeah, you might go into this energy of wanting to take better care of your body when it comes to the food that you consume. The quality of the air becomes important. You might be changing your pillows to more comfortable ones. Redecorating your house. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Emperor. A lot of you, my darlings, like I said, it's either you already are in a relationship and you might be expecting, and for some of you, if you are completely single, you feel someone important coming into your life. I want to say the Emperor is finally finding the Empress, and this is a beautiful power couple that's coming in over here. Because I know that I'm reading for my lovely ladies and my lovely gentlemen as well. So if you are a gentleman watching this is an amazing energy that you guys took your power back. You're feeling much more empowered. You are ready to take on the world in whatever way you need to do it. And again, if you're on the lookout for a life partner, I have really good news for you, option number 2, because the next 6 months are going to be important in that area of your life, especially if you're single. Especially if you're single. Let's get a little bit more of an energy check-in. The High Priestess. So, strong connection to the intuition. I'm not going to go ahead and tell you all the cliche things that your intuition is on point. No, what I'm saying is that you guys are about depth, that you guys seek emotional intelligence. You understand how important it is to you. I'm also saying that you, my darlings, okay, I'm going to be a little bit cliche, but I need to mention it because it kind of feels like you need a little bit of a reminder of how good your intuition is. And you might be connecting to deities that have to do with the sun, with the moon, with the earth. A little bit of a shamanic vibe that's kind of passing through, playing the flute and kind of saying hello and goodbye. Shamanism is coming through as important. Quite possibly some sort of interest in... they're showing me Tibetan things. Singing bowls, They're showing me scriptures of some sort. And something that has to do with the sound lately. The sound, the frequencies, and this is what's coming through. Kali came through for whatever reason, don't know. And you're looking for the ways to get your strength back, whether it's through sport, whether it's through meditation, whether it's through vitamins and minerals. There's something about getting your strength back. Another thing that's coming through you guys, option number 2, you guys are amazing. You are somebody who can be incredibly loyal. Incredibly loyal. There's also some connection to wolves. You might like wolves. Wolves, huskies, dogs overall. Some of you might be going to the gym or thinking about going to the gym. Wow, okay, I like this energy. If that sounds like you, keep on watching. Let's go ahead and take a look. Your life, 6 months from now. I want to begin with the cards that have to do with love, that have to do with the connection. New beginning, good. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and dream and live your dreams passionately. Beautiful. For some of you, you might be seeing doves. You might be seeing a lot of birds lately as well. Okay, so what I want you to know over here, my darlings, is because the dove is the symbol of peace, for some of you with whom it's going to resonate, you made peace with somebody from the past. Now, again, I must separate it because this is a general reading, my dears. So you need to understand it. For some of you, you made peace with somebody and you sent them away. You let them go. You made peace. And now you're ready for the new beginning. For others of you, what I'm seeing is that you made peace with a person from the past and you decide to give this relationship one more chance. But in any ways, they're telling me when it comes to love, there's this energy of something refreshing, something beautiful, something that you want to explore. That's exciting. As I'm doing the reading now, I can feel those energies and I'm incredibly happy for you because here, when it comes to love, guys, in 6 months, like I said, you are feeling satisfied. You're excited. Let's dig deeper. I want to see. I want to see. For some of you, like I said, you might have given birth. If you're watching me like this right now while being pregnant. You won. We have the 5 and we have the 6. You won. Because I'm getting some sort of celebration. It's being shown over here. Praise. You won. A new home and you might be living with somebody, in 6 months. Or celebrating the energy of moving in or getting ready to move in with somebody in 6 months. I know if you're single right now, it might sound like, what? But, the 2 4s, the 5 and the 6, they're telling me that things are going to happen fast when it comes to your love life. Now, I must also say that if you are in a relationship like this with someone at this particular moment, it feels that you're either moving in together or, especially if they're at a distance, in any ways, guys, in any case. What I'm seeing is that in 6 months, you're not by yourself. You're with somebody and it feels like it's a new beginning. Either it's a new city, a new person, a new apartment, but there's some sort of celebration and an important milestone when it comes to your connection. For some of you, I'm seeing proposal, but no, look. For some of you, again, it's either that your connection becomes stronger with the person you're already with, or you literally meet your future spouse. But you're celebrating over here. Do you see how happy you are? All of this dancing. You're happy. If you're looking for a new home, that comes through as well. Anyways, I was just asking about love, but let's see what else comes through. No, they want me to keep on talking about love. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and take a look. What's the happy apps? Something else that they want you to know. My lovely option number 2. True love. Okay. True love. Guys, make sure to at least like this reading to claim this energy, because look at the amounts of beautiful happiness it wants to give to you. The beautiful reassurance. By the way, this person might come into your life in 3 months if you're single. If not, in 3 months, there's this energy of the strengthening of a relationship. And again, something that has to do with music, guys. Maybe you are big on when it comes to music. Maybe you're a composer, or you want to be. Maybe your partner is going to have something to do with music. But they're saying, in 6 months, you're in love, and it's true love. Amazing. Shall we take a look at other aspects of your life, or shall we stop here? Okay, of course, we're going to take a look at other aspects of your life. I'm just happy for you guys. All right, let's go ahead and see other aspects of your life in 6 months. And again, look at this. We have number 6, travel long distance, overcome freedom, no boundaries, beautiful. Things working out, leaving something behind. For quite a few of you, you're in a different location, or you're getting ready to go into that new location. You're traveling, and you're traveling nicely, This is definitely not a last row seat next to the bathroom, no. This is about leveling up, Pride, recognition, and do you see the 6s that keep on coming through for you? Not a coincidence whatsoever. Some of you might have life path number 6, been born on the 6th or in June. And my darlings, there's something about almost, I want to say, fame of some sort. There's a breakthrough when we're talking about the lifestyle that you're going to lead. Maybe it has something to do with your partner. Maybe it has something to do with your ability to earn more. You might come, they're saying you might get some sort of inheritance or something that was owed to you. And it's like you broke free. Amazing. You're no longer, they're saying, in a victim mentality. You're no longer confused. You're no longer hyper-focusing on something. And again, we have the dove. Truce. Having made peace with something and having left. Something that was, that horrible energy, the abusive energy, mockery, having this feeling that you can't go anywhere. 1 to 3 months, they're saying that there's going to be a big change. But you gotta make peace with yourself. They're saying make peace with yourself. And take a shot. Quick action, wish granted. So I want to say, wow, this is what I want to tell you guys. And the universe is on your side. You're connecting to the infinite source. This energy of being awakened, this energy of taking a look at things from a higher perspective and connecting with the, like, I want to say manifesting something, but not just manifesting by sitting and doing nothing, but manifesting by bringing it closer to you and doing whatever it is that you need to do to achieve it. I absolutely love it. 6 to 9 months. It's like you're going to go on stages. First 1 to 3 months, then we have 3 to 6 months, yeah, and then we have the 6 to 9 months. So there's something about number 3s that keeps them coming through. And then you're going to multiply them into the 6s, and there's a lot about the energy of accumulation. Absolutely love this. All right, my lovely option number 2. And that's what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and that resonated. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're up for a personal read, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. And in that same place, you'll find the link to my Patreon page with over 300 exclusive videos. So 200. But I'm working towards the 300 mark. Exclusive videos, additional discounts on personal reads, ad-free content, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. All right, my darlings, take care now. Bye. My amazing option number 3. And welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy as I'm shuffling the cards to do a little bit of an energy check-in. Say your name out loud or in your head. Helps you better connect to the energies of the reading. Okay, so let's do a tiny energy check-in so you guys can make sure that you chose the right option. Okay, you work hard, you play hard, you're somebody who's quite peaceful, but God forbid somebody should get on the wrong side of you. I like your energy. It's very versatile. It's incredibly multifaceted. Quite possibly recently you celebrated or semi-celebrated some sort of win. There was some sort of, look at this, this is interesting. They're telling me very, very specifically that you achieved something that you weren't able to achieve for a very long time. You had a little celebration in your head. Maybe you wiggled your beautiful bum a little bit, you know, as you do when you're happy. And what I'm saying is also you're the sort of person who, instead of choosing to fight lately, you choose to either take your energy away or you choose to approach it with some sort of sense of humor. And even though you feel like you might not necessarily have a lot of close people, people actually really value your energy. I don't know if you know this or not, but there are a couple of people that you really made a big difference in their lives. You like a more peaceful atmosphere, incredibly loyal. Could you be in love right now, my darlings? Could you be falling in love right now? Could you be dating right now? Oh, hello, King of Wands. I'm getting this very interesting energy, guys. It's very uplifting. I'm saying that you know that you're attractive, but you're not vain. I'm saying that you know that you have something very valuable to offer. You're careful with who you give it to. But I feel like right now you're, the hormones are there. The hormones are there, honestly. The hormones of maybe having met somebody, the hormones of having achieved something. Beautiful, sensual, sexual, confident, but not cocky. A witchy vibe for sure. Strongly affected by the cycles of the moon. Yeah, so you might find yourself overly emotional when it's full moon. You might experience this connection to this beautiful, I forgot the word, to the moon, basically. The Magician, yeah, I keep getting, you might be a customer service provider at night, during the day, and a witch at night, or a wizard at night. You definitely have the skills, And what a lot of things, what a lot of people would be afraid of, you're not. And you always find a way out. This is quite interesting. You always find a way out. I'm getting a lot of energy, of cats and dogs. You guys might have cats and dogs or have a strong connection to them. But there's also a side of you that's very professional. There's also a side of you that is sometimes, some people might think that you can be a little bit harsh. But the truth is you have very good boundaries. You're either looking for a promotion, you're applying for a promotion, you want a promotion. There's some sort of cause you might support, might be dear to your heart. Helping somebody, helping animals, children, I don't know, refugees, something along the lines, yeah? Quite possibly speak a couple of languages, well-traveled, and when you're in a good mood, it feels like the world becomes a better place. Because you can come up to someone and just give them a random compliment, tell them their hair looks good, or that you like their car, or something like this. When you have happiness within you, you like sharing it. If that sounds like you, keep on watching. Let's go ahead and take a look at your life in 6 months. Now, with you, I'm going to With you, I'm going to use this tea leaf oracle. My brain is working slightly faster than my mouth does. Okay, so you got some sort of month, okay? Some of you might have been born in June. June might be an important time frame for you whenever you're watching this, because this is a timeless reading. Tak, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Okay, so what they're telling me is that you're telling yourself to keep on working on the limitations, codependent relationship dynamics that have been preventing you from going into a healthy relationship. Because you're telling yourself in 6 months it pays off. Your ideas about relationships, your ideas about family, about the way that you should be treated and your role as a man or as a woman changes. So right now you're like kind of telling yourself a period of frustration is coming to an end. Lessons need to be learned. Some of them are harsh. Some of them are harsh. It is what it is. But it has to do a lot with love. They're saying, sometimes you have to make tough decisions out of love for yourself. But I'm definitely seeing that you're in love as well. Honestly. You might be in love right now. You might be falling in love right now. You might feel that love is about to come into your life. But, my darlings, for real, look at this. The energy of love. Telling yourself, in 6 months, I'm in love. Good. A change for the better. If right now you're in a situationship, if right now, like I said, things aren't clear, the butterfly over here is a very good indication that in 6 months, there's still improvements. Obviously, there's always room for improvement, but you're enjoying yourself, especially when it comes to relationships, especially when it comes to love. Now then, protect your assets. Your future self is coming through from the 6 months. They're saying don't do anything risky. No risky investments, because you are getting some sort of promotion over here, for sure. Climbing towards success. And it might get to your head. It really might. So, like I said, especially with love and the hormones, and you might see the world as, you might see other people the way that you see yourself, the way that you feel, and you might lose your, and again, the word skip my mind. What is it? Basically, they're saying pay attention to what you're signing, what you're investing, what you're buying. Read the fine print. Is it lose your diligence? No, not the diligence. Basically, be objective, guys. Check the facts. This is what I'm trying. Can't believe that word completely skipped my mind. Anyways, I'm sure I'll remember it later. Problems to be resolved. Yeah, so again, here they're saying something that has to do with material things, guys. They're saying be careful. Be careful with who you deal with. Be careful who you give money to. Be careful who you take money from. It doesn't mean that you don't need to do anything. No, it just means that, somebody looks questionable. Well, probably they are. If somebody looks dodgy, most likely they are. Go with your gut on this one. Because it feels like somebody might be trying to get something that's yours. Somebody might be holding something that's yours or withholding from you. So make sure all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed, and all the documents are double checked. So you're just coming through, disappointment and some affair. They're saying, you know what, in 6 months, there's just this energy where you're cutting ties. So you're coming back to yourself from the future and saying, don't do anything questionable, because in 6 months you will have to cut your losses. And it will be more problematic than it has to be. They're saying, it could be unnecessary, you getting angry unnecessarily. So in order to avoid all this, and in order to get that good fortune, in order to get that good karma, just avoid, this is going to happen anyways. The good karma and the good fortune is going to come anyways. But in order to avoid all of those unnecessary things, right now, important to pay attention to all of the contracts, all of the business deals. Make sure you have proof of everything, so on and so forth. It has a lot to do, my dears, with some sort of promotion or a shift when it comes to your material things. Because in love, like I said, in love, everything seems to be okay. Everything seems to be good. But when it comes to material things, it feels like, when somebody might be trying to sabotage you, when you're getting the promotion or when you're getting that transfer of some sort. So you will have to deal with somebody over here, but it feels like it's going smoothly. The only thing it does is it's annoying you. So once again, I want to repeat myself, that you're telling yourself to be very careful and to think ahead when it comes to things that have to do with money, renting, leasing, anything that has to do with debt, anything that has to do with reporting, so on and so forth. You will get all the necessary help that you need, absolutely. Oh, and look at this, they're saying going to some sort of exciting event. Okay, which event? Why is it important? Oh, birth, a conception, a child, or enterprise. Okay, so quite a few of you, darling, if this is especially going to resonate with those of you who are already working for yourselves or planning to work for yourselves or get some sort of promotion, there's going to be like literally a celebration of some sort of new concept that's being born. Whether it's a new business, whether it's a new job, a new promotion, but for sure, it's beautiful energy. And for some of you, it could be that, Somebody is going to give birth, either yourself, or you're expecting right now, or somebody that you know, and you might attend some sort of christening. Okay, let me quickly check with this deck and see what it wants to add when it comes to your reading. My love option number 3. And again, everything that I've been saying, they're just summing it up. Look at this. Inspection, be careful, in-depth, pay attention, don't assume, hidden information, double check, read between the lines. Everything that I've been telling you, they just confirmed. I love it when it happens. Do the necessary research. Oh my God, again. Oh my God. The fine print. Do you see this? Again, look closer, focus, awareness, and 2 sevens. Let this be also as a, what you call it? Confirmation. Make sure that you read the fine print. Make sure that you're one step ahead. Okay, last card for you. And another 7, 7, 7, 7. Within the next few days, there is going to be some sort of situation that will be resolved. Yeah. Or this event that I'm talking about, it's coming up in the next few days. Could be this next 7 days. But look at the 777s. Amazing. All right, my lovely option number 3. That's what I see for you. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought about this reading, if it resonated or not. If you're up for a personal one, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. In that same place, you will find the links to my Patreon page with over 200 exclusive videos, additional content, ad-free content, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye.